What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Let's Play of Doki Doki Literature Club. This time we're having a fun day with Yuri because it's Saturday and that's the day we need to do. It's Saturday. Yay. I was overly excited about Yuri's upcoming visit that I barely slept last night. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've been texting occasionally. I've been trying to send her animated GIFs or GIFs, I don't know how to say that word for some reason, to lighten the mood. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri? Huh. Thank goodness, you're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time? No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You always could have called or texted me. I shake the phone in my hand. If I had known, I would have ran back here as fast as I could. I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. It should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. I reject your reality and substitute it with my own. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. At least, I hope I got everything right. I actually made sure to buy some extra little things as well. I'm sure it will be fine. I take Yuri to my room. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. I cleaned it before you came over, so that's very considerate of you to do. No, I would be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. Well, next time I'll call you over. How about that? Wait, don't look in there. I snatched Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. I'm sorry. Crap, which wrist of hers did I see the cuts on, or is it both? I'm not going to ask her now and kill the mood. I've got to be more careful. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was spacing out. I'm sorry as well. I should have been more considerate to you. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both her hands firmly in her lap, as if making sure she's keeping track of them. Must be both then. So, should we get started? Yes. I have a few things planned that you can help out with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements? You know. Mood lighting, aromatherapy candles. Oh wow, that's great. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far. Of course. I want to help take our guests to a faraway place. Although many will stop by just out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess. Don't get me started on cupcakes. The thought of them makes my mouth water. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Intense? Intense and passionate when you find something you like. That's the exact way I would describe her. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something that I love about you, actually. Is that so? That makes me feel relieved and kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah? Like what? Let's see. Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, that would be really neat. What's that wooden thing though? Oh, this? It's the diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Yeah, it's really great. Yeah, it's great and helps you relax, but I've never used one before. Is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, and reflection. It's almost like magic. Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to spout through a small hole on the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for? This is a jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I choose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body, which is actually kind of true. I do have a little bit of those in my room somewhere. I just need to find them. They're like she was saying, aromatherapy candles. They actually do work a little bit if you use them right. So yeah, I use them when I'm feeling sad or something, so I could get that happy. I use that little happy scent. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's actually nice. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Reminds me of the jasmine rice my mom used to cook for me when I was a kid. Don't you think that would be perfect for sharing our poems? It sounds great, but you seem to know a lot about this, so I trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. There we go, a little bit right there. Alright, what are those for? Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get? Yeah, I have it right over here. We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write a different kanji character on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them. Oh yeah? What would those be used for? Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the kanji paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It actually does sound kind of nice, to be honest. It may attract some people to peek inside. That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you put it. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker, Riley. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. Oh, alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Too bad my only good cursive is swearing. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. Eh? The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. What a beautiful looking knife. Well, embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're going to think it's weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know. If you promise you won't be weirded out. Yeah, I promise. Here we go. Well, alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and the feeling of danger, maybe. What am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. I definitely gotta help her. You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you got about sharing. It's, well, an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you. Suits me? Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife. I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Heck yes, I'd love to hold it. Yuri carefully hands me the knife with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? This knife is badass, actually. I'd like to keep it. Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ow! Riley, why did you do that? I didn't think it'd be that sharp. Yeah, she must be a pro at sharpening these things. I barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. First-hand experience. Wow. Wow. Okay. Oh no. Blood starts splurting out of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and sucks on the wound. What? I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Oh no. What? I feel so confused, yet so happy right now. I'm startled. I instinctively pull my hand back. Oh, please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri, that's the most embarrassing thing I've done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry. I don't mind. Sure, it was a little weird and it took me by surprise, but I guess she was just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and bite down on her index finger gently in return. Riley, did you just really do that? No. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. Yes, I did. I knew that would be a bad idea, but I did it anyway. If not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. It's so weird, Riley. Yuri giggles shyly. I'll take that as a compliment. Yuri calling me weird? That's funny. Where do you keep your bandages? I don't think I need one actually. It was a tiny cut. Look, it already stopped bleeding. Her saliva must have healing powers. I see. That's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. That knife is awesome. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the kanji. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It looks better than I expected and will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yes, let's do it. What did you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. That's right. One of the tablets Yuri asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute. Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cups up too much, it'll be too diluted. Alright. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips. Okay. Then bring it back into my room. Yuri? Yes? I come in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, pulling it back over her arm. Nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything? She cut herself. I just know it. Yuri, is there anything you're hiding from me? No. Not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups. So I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice, and I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner, starting with the colors for a sunrise, then daytime, then sunset, then nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Neat. What are you going to write? Well, it'll be more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a paintbrush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolors feels a lot like the art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing. Sorry if this feels too childish. No, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know. Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself. For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like when I can spend time with one other person. Even if it's something simple, like reading, it doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes me feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. I think I feel the same way. Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. And don't worry, you are welcome here. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush, but I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Sorry, I must have bumped her arm that she cut. Yuri reels back, and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you alright? Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me. That's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault. Ah, your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Is there something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel, then I dampen it with hot water. As I walk back into the room, I peek inside before coming in. That's terrifying. Be honest, look at that face, fam. I see Yuri holding and staring intently at one of my pens on my desk. She must have gotten it from one of the drawers. That's really terrifying. The way she's smiling at it, just like, oh my god. That's very scary. She looks around and quickly pockets it. I think nothing of it. She must really like pens deep inside. I enter the bedroom. I kneel back down in front of her. Here. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Is something wrong? It's hot. I just didn't expect it. Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to retract my hand. But Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait. Just for a little longer. It feels really nice. Oh. I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. That's not her neck, fam. That's her face. That's what you're holding. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she's reading her books. Almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What's happening? Is it the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrist send a tingling sensation through my arm. Suddenly her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry, I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her paintbrush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just happened. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finished filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking. I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the lettering now? Not yet. It needs to dry first. That's true. But won't that take a while? Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here and then have you bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay? That's totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. Phew. You say it like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit? No, it's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon. Darn. So you don't have any time left? I was hoping we would have some extra time after finishing the work. I wanted to cook or something. Well, Yuri thinks to herself. I think it would be too irresponsible of me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault. The important thing is that we got everything done, right? Yeah. So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean this is the last time it can happen. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out the front door. Thank you for having me today. No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring for Monday. I will. Well then, Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you Monday. My doggy. Hee. Wait. My heart needs to say this right now. I need to tell you something important about today. It's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted, because we will do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over and hang out, or we can go out somewhere. I forgot you don't like going out much, but still, as I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say. So, will you go out with me? You're very thoughtful, Riley. Yuri takes a step closer to me, then briefly squeezes my hand. I kind of like that about you. That's a low... Yo, actually, I like that shiny hair, though. What the hell is that? I like that, fam! Well, your intensity is what I love about you. Honestly, I like that, though. I approach closer to Yuri, but I don't even get a chance to, as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Monica? My name is Riley. I don't know where you got Monica from, fam. What? Huh? Oh! Tired of being caught blocked by a girl, fam. Like, it always happens every time in this game. That's the only gender there is, except for me. Hi, Riley. Monica. I just stopped by to see how you two lovebirds were doing. You jealous, aren't you? Well, it's nice to meet you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Oh, really? That's too bad. I'm sorry. But we'll all be together at the festival Monday, so that's fine, right? Of course. Monica beams with joy. Yeah, so I'll see you Monday. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Monica waves goodbye after her. Wow, that really got tense. Darn it, Monica! I'm really mad, man. I wanted to kiss Yuri, fam. Jeez, don't be so sad, Riley. There's a time and place for everything. I'm just letting you know that it's not the right time yet. Trust me. Oh, there is no trust. Okay? You lied. Whoa, it's already Sunday. Okay, so I'm gonna end the video right here. If you guys enjoyed this one, you know what to do, man. Leave a like, leave a sub, leave a share, leave a dislike, boy. And as always, I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.